Hello everyone, welcome back. You probably don't even know who I am because the hair is blonde, the eyelashes are done. I'm like a new woman. The video today is a little like girls talk, advice, like questions you wouldn't ask your mom or if you don't have a big sister. So I put it up on Instagram. I'd say it must have been 2 months ago and I completely forgot about it. So I went on and I actually had quite a lot. I had 18 like questions or advice things to answer and I completely forgot about it. So these situations might not be happening in these people's lives now, but I'll do them anyway because someone else might be going through the same thing. So let's get straight on to the video. So the first wee question, advice is still texting an ex after a breakup a good idea? Yeah, it depends. Like if you're in good terms, if you ended in good terms and you're just texting as friends, as long as no one's getting hurt, as long as like no one at all has any feelings, of course you're still going to care for them, because if these are exes you're still going to care. If you aren't in good terms and it's like you're seeing each other and stuff and you aren't going to get back together, then no, it's not a good idea. But it's always good to have good terms with someone, especially when you're with them for so long, or even with them for even a small while. So the next one is it normal to still not have a boyfriend at 18? I went over this on my confessions video. No, it's not that big of a deal. There's people out there that are like 25, 26, older, still haven't had a boyfriend. If you haven't met one, then there's like, don't worry about it. Like, it's not a bad thing. Finding the right one at the right time is the main thing. So no, it's not bad. This question is, I don't think my boyfriend cares as much about me as I care about him, but I don't want to bring it up in case it causes an argument. What do I do? Holding stuff in because you don't want to cause an argument, or because you think it's going to cause an argument, is a bad idea, because it's only going to build up on you. You're only going to annoy yourself if you're constantly overthinking it. It'll probably cause a bigger argument in the long term anyway. So the best thing to do is to sit down and have a conversation about it. Whether you dread it or not, it is probably the best thing that you probably would ever do. You never know, you could find out like something that he might feel the same way, or he might just be like, you know, he might be insecure, he might be not as easy to tell his feelings or show his feelings or whatever. So no, definitely sit down and have a conversation about that, because as I said, keeping it in, holding it in might annoy you more in the long term. So the next question is, I've recently only started my period. Is tampons or pads better? Now, I would say, in my opinion, tampons. Back when I was younger and when I took my first period, I did use pads. Only because I didn't really know how to use tampons. They're not that hard. I don't know why. I think it's just, I feel like tampons are like an older thing. I don't know, that's just my opinion. In my opinion now, I not love, but I would rather have tampons. I think with pads, it like gave me loads of thrush and it was like really itchy and stuff. I feel like they're more non-hygienic, but that's just my opinion. I definitely would go with tampons. The next question is, how are you so confident with yourself and your body? This is a tricky one because I'm not going to say that I am confident, because I'm not. I'm definitely not body confident. YouTube has definitely brought up my confidence now, I have to say. Before that I was like really paranoid. Still kind of am. The key to body confidence is loving your body. If you don't love your body, then you're not going to have the confidence and like showing it off. But definitely love yourself, love your body, and that's definitely going to help your confidence. So that's kind of how I look at it, as if you love yourself and love your body, then you definitely will be body confident and love your, like, you know, confident to put yourself out there. Everybody has their days where they feel more insecure about themselves. The next question is, my friends are always leaving me out of plans. I've mentioned it before to them and they said I was being sensitive. What do I do? That's a tricky one because your friends shouldn't be telling you that you're sensitive. Leaving people out at this day and age, I've always said it, is so pathetic. People who do that, I just don't understand how they do it, because being left out is not a nice feeling at all. I think everyone's been through a stage in their life where they've been left out with a group of friends, but definitely, just as I said, the one about the boyfriend, you have to sit down and have a conversation with them. It's only going to eat yourself up. If they're being nasty to you, then no friends is better than nasty friends, but definitely sit down and have a conversation with them, explain to them why you feel this way, and if they still say that you're sensitive, or still say that they don't care, or say this and that, or say that you're making this up, then get them out of there. Like, they're not worth being annoyed over. There's other people out there that you can be friends with. You've got your family as well. Like, if they're being really nasty to you, it's just not worth a friendship, and that's just my opinion. If they're going to be nasty, then see ya. Next one is it just me that finds it off-putting when a boy has a very high body count? No, definitely agree with you there. If it's like higher than 10, maybe not, but if it's like higher than like 30 or 40, I think it's a bit, but I think every girl would be the same. But I think it doesn't matter at the end of the day. If the person's nice, if the boy's nice to you, if the boy treats you well, then it wouldn't really matter. That's his past. It's a past is a past. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone has a past, and people change. The next question, or advice question, is opinion on boys liking girls' photos when in a relationship. Right, this one I see in these kind of videos all the time. Now, it's a tricky one, to be fair, right? So in my opinion, obviously with Kyle, I don't care about him liking my friends' photographs. I don't care about him liking like famous people's photographs, because at the end of the day, is he really going to see them or go with them or whatever? He wouldn't anyway. But do you know what I mean? If it's someone like in the town putting up like a bikini photo or like a selfie or stuff like that, it's a bit like, why are you liking her photo? But I know loads of other girls have opinions like, why does it matter? Like, it's only a photograph, they're not trying with them. But a lot of people think liking photos is cheating. I wouldn't go as far as that, but I definitely think like liking photos is a bit like iffy, kinda. It's like, why do you have to like another girl's photo? Like, am I not good enough? Stuff like that. But if you do see your boyfriend liking photos of like other girls and you get annoyed about it, first thing, as I said, is say to it. This is what I'm going to keep on saying. If you have or are annoyed about something, even if it's your friend, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, do not keep it in. It's only going to annoy you more if you keep it in. So definitely, the person who asked this, if your boyfriend is liking photos and you haven't said anything, just say to them. It's not the end of the world. The next question is opinion on birth control. Actually, I was just talking about this today. I don't like it at all. I am on the bar implant, whatever you want to call it, and I hate it because it sends me absolutely bonkers. Like, I mean, like, I'm not joking. It just puts me in really bad mood swings all the time. Makes me feel like shit. But at the minute, I'm just not planning on having a baby yet. So the pill doesn't agree with me. It makes me sick, so I can't go on that. So my opinion is, I don't think they're good for you. Like, other people have other opinions. I don't like it because it just messes up your body, and if I didn't have to be on it, I wouldn't, because it does really make me feel like shit. Just wish the boys had something that they could go on, because I'm fed up being on it, and that's just the truth. My first song, but don't want my mum to see because I'm embarrassed. I think I went over this in my last video again, on the confessions one. It's not as bad as you think it is. At the end of the day, it's only a pair of knickers. Only they're barely none there, do you know what I mean? But if you say to your mum, she won't care. Like, honestly, well, it depends on your age. She shouldn't usually say anything. I can't even remember the first time I had my first song. I can't even remember, and from what I remember, I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think I just went and bought them, and that was that. My mum's seen them, but I don't think she said anything to it. Next question is, my friends are so nasty to me. I know they're not good for me, but I feel like if I let go of them, they'll share my secrets, and I feel like I'll not find no friends again. Right, first of all, as I said in one of the last questions, no friends is better than nasty friends. If you're worried about them sharing your secrets, I would hope to think that no one would do that, because that's really, really nasty. The best thing to do is literally just remove them from your life, because if they're making you feel horrible, if they're being nasty to you, just tell your mum, or just tell your mum or something. Have a conversation with your mum to maybe explain the situation more, to see what your mum says. Always talking to people makes it better. Keeping it under yourself isn't good, but don't be worrying about them sharing your secrets. Obviously that's scary, but if they do, then karma's a bitch and you feel like you've find no friends again. There's loads of friends out there. You'll I used to have such a big friend group. Maybe on my 2 hands or 1 hand I could pick out the people who I trust the most. But you learn that as you grow up. Definitely, as you grow up, you learn who's your true friends and who actually cares about you. You definitely go through stages of people being really nasty to you and friend groups that aren't really true friends, but you will find friends again, I promise. The next question is, what age do you think is the right age for my parents to let my boyfriend stay over? I'm 16. Right, I was actually chatting to Kyle last night. In my opinion, I think 16 is far too young, but the generation these days is completely different to what I was when I was 16, and it also depends on your parents. Now, my parents just about let Kyle stay when I started going with him, and I was what, 20, 21? At the start they were like, oh no, but that's just my parents, that's just how they were brought up. But I noticed in the generation now, at 16, 17, people or even younger are allowed their boyfriends to stay over, and I think that's crazy. When I have children, they will not be letting their boyfriends stay over until they're 18. That's just my opinion. The next question is, I want to go on birth control, but I don't have a boyfriend. I'm scared my mum will think I'm doing things with other boys. When I went on birth control, I didn't have a boyfriend and my mum didn't mind. The only reason why I did was because my periods were so bad at the start. I mean, they were so bad. But I sit down, have a conversation with your mum, explain to her why you want to go on it, and just, I'm sure she'll understand. It's not the end of the world, depending on your age right enough. I don't know, do you have to be a certain age to use birth control? I don't know. Is it over 16? I honestly can't remember. The next question is, my boyfriend of 3 years cheated on me and I feel like it's the end of the world. Yes, it probably does feel like the end of the world, which is not the best feeling ever. I have experienced it, not with Kelly by the way, but it is a nasty feeling. All I can say is surround yourself with your best friends, your family, and just honestly tell them how you're feeling, explain how you're feeling, and just keep your mind busy. Go for walks, start the gym, just constantly keep your mind busy, because I know sitting and overthinking stuff, you're probably thinking I'm not good enough or stuff like that. You are. Everyone in this world is good enough. He just is a twat. End of. And karma will come to him, girl. But the best thing to do is completely block him off everything, and you do you, girl. Go out and do what's best for you. Next question is, how do you tell your mum you've taken your period? Just sit down and have the conversation with her. I keep saying that, but that's literally how to resolve everything. Your mum has been through it, her mum's been through it, she might have, you might have a sister that's been through it already. She will be the best person to chat about it, your period, is your mum. She's not going to laugh at you, she's not going to make you feel embarrassed. Every girl goes through it, and the best thing to do is just sit down and tell her. So folks, that is the wee video finished. I hope it all helped you with your advice or your questions. If you need any more advice, I literally am a text message away. I know I'm probably not the best person to give advice, but this video was highly requested ages ago and I kind of forgot to do it. But here we are, I finally done it, and I actually liked doing it. It's fun. But if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That would be very highly appreciated, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.